Hi everyone, as you know, it's me, Ren, again. I noticed something on my last instructional video. I noticed that the cursor didn't record. Well, I do apologise for that, but I found a solution to fix that problem now, so yeah, okay. Now this is the video that I show you how I get on with some of the features of Oracle Linux Server. So yeah, so let's get on with it. Okay, let's have a look at Virtual Machine Manager first. Right. Now, bear in mind that previously, when I completed the hypervisor detection and first loaded this utility, I did come across a couple of errors. So we might have some failure, we might not. We'll just see how it goes. Okay. So. I think we're going to see, let's see what's in the menus first, let's see what features we've got. So view stats. Oops, don't know why that keeps, there we are. I think that's, yeah, that's left control plus left alt. Let's have that enabled as well. Let's go for raw storage format. As you can see, there's not a hell of a lot of options there, but they're useful. This is Virtual Machine Manager by libvirt. So yeah, so let's go ahead now and create a new virtual machine. I'm going to call it that. We'll go for local install media, of course. Invalid system name. Guest name can only contain alphanumeric underscore dot or dash characters. Right, so I'll have to put an underscore then. Right. In this case we're going to use CD-ROM or DVD. Obviously there's no media detected at the minute. Actually, what I will do is insert some media. So let's see what we've got in the list here. We'll attempt to I think we'll attempt to install Windows 8. So yeah, and select connected there, so it connects to the virtual machine. There we are, it's come on the desktop now. Still says media unknown for some reason. Perhaps if I go back and then go forward again. No, but we'll try it anyway. Choose an operating system, type and version. It's going to be Windows. Show all Windows OS options. Now the highest one is Windows 7, so I guess the best one to go for would be Windows 7. This is Windows 8 we're trying to install here, of course. So yeah, I'm going to see what it's like if I assign two CPUs. Enable storage for this virtual machine. I'm going to put double that. Oops. I'll just type it in. It says 8.8 gig available in the default location. Okay. I'm not going to allocate an entire disk at the minute. There's no option to see to change where the file is stored, but we'll no. It's I should have made this hard drive bigger. There's only one. Hang on. No, that's Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to create a new volume. This is to create the image file. Available space. Oh bugger. So I think the best thing for me to do here is to come out of this right now, shut the virtual machine down and expand the virtual storage of the virtual machine. So I'll go in here and I'll double it. See how long this takes. If this takes too long, I might pause the video. Right, now it's time to go in and repartition the disk. So we'll start the machine up again. press the numlock button. Right, let's see if we can find the partitioning utility. Here we are. Right. Now, as you can see here, we've got several hard disks represented as well, there's a couple of hard disks here partitions represented as hard disks. I'm going to see what happens here if we click the main hard disk icon. As you can see, there's 21 gig free space there. So I think what we want to do is have a quick skim read through this. I think what we want to do is edit this partition here, LVM2. Let's just have a look at these other two partitions here a minute. That's your swap space there. And as you can see, you've got your main ext4 partition here, SDA. It's very small really, but we're going to edit this one and right. I thought there would be an option to resize it, but there actually is not. So I do not see any options to resize the partition. What about this one here? No. So I think the only option we're left with here is to create another partition. And we'll use the full size. Let's have a look at available formats. I think we'll go for ext4 and we'll call it VM partition. We want to take ownership of the file system, of course. You may want to encrypt. I mean, if you're dealing with servers and virtual servers and stuff like that. So you may want to encrypt your partition. You never know. It's your choice, really. I'm not going to bother because it might take some time. So I'm just going to create the partition here. And it seems to be formatted, but just to make doubly sure, I'm going to click Format Drive, and I'm going to go for the standard. You can even go for Apple as well. That's pretty good, that. I like that. That's good. But I'm going to go for standard master boot record. Are you sure you want to format the drive? Right. Just for error formatting. Or formatting an operation on the device is busy. One or more partitions are busy on dev/SDA. Don't know why that is. I've noticed what I've done wrong. No, I've assumed the partition as a drive. No, that was my fault. I've made a mistake. I do apologise. No, I assumed that format drive meant just the partition. It usually does in most cases. But no, I've noticed there's format volume down here, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I'm going to keep the same name. Obviously take ownership, just the same as before, so there we are. That seems to be done. That was rather quick. So I'm going to go ahead and check the file system just in case. File system is clean. Let's go ahead and attempt to mount. There we are, instant mount. Brilliant. There you go. So, let's go back into Virtual Machine Manager and we'll create our new virtual machine. We'll just call it Test VM. I forgot. Invalid name. Silly me. There we are. Right. I need to reinsert that disk. I think it's the right disk inserted. Yes, it is. Still says media unknown, but we'll give it a try anyway. We'll have to go for Microsoft Windows 7. We'll go for 2 CPUs. Right. As you can see, we need to go and select the VM partition drive. I think do, we'll just create the image file. So we'll just call it test VM. Oh, hang on. Silly me, I've made a mistake again. Silly me. I have gone and made a mistake. I will, however, create folder test VM. Right, there we are. I've made a mistake again, silly me. We'll have to go to, I'm sorry everyone, but there just seems to be no option to customize where you store the volume. I do apologise for this, everyone. This is absolutely pathetic. I don't like this at all. This is not very good. I don't like this. You should be able to choose what partition you put it on, but you obviously what I'm going to try, I'm going to go for the default size for now, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the virtual hard disk from the default partition to the VM partition, and see if I can expand it, see if it gives you the option to do that. Hopefully it will, because 8 gig is not enough to install Windows 8. So let's give it a try. Customize configuration before install, we'll try that. Let's go for advanced options. Right, we'll want to go for NAT virtual network. Set a fixed MAC address. Hang on. Now let's see here. I don't think there was preferences for network on here, was there? No, there wasn't. Well, I'll just have to assume that that's right, hopefully. We'll go for KVM for virtualization type. And I think it's a 64-bit version of Windows 8, so we'll go for x86 64. Right, here we are, here's hardware options. So we'll have a quick skim look through overview. Excuse me a second. apply the default settings for now. Configuration, model. We will try Sandy Bridge, or could even copy host CPU configuration, which is Westmere. Yeah, we'll do that. CPU features. Yeah, we'll have VMX turned on, so that should pass down the VMX to the virtual machine. We'll have SSC extensions all enabled. We'll force them. For some reason it takes several clicks to get these to appear. Try optional on that one. Right. We're not going to go through all these, it'll just take too long. So we'll have a look at topology. We're not going to do that. We're not going to set manual topology. And we're going to see how we get on with leaving all this blank. We'll click apply at this state. We've got a gig set here. I think that's enough for Windows 8. I think Windows 8, if I remember correctly, only requires 512 megabyte. So we'll just see how that goes. Good idea to enable boot menu. These are all greyed out for some reason. Direct kernel boot. We are not going to need to configure that. Would you like to apply them now? Yes. Right, now disk options. Source path is var/vib/libvirt/images/testvm.img. We'll have a look at advanced options here. We'll leave on default here for disk bus. Let's have a look at performance options. Actually, I have just noticed something. We can remove the disk. So, are you sure you want to remove this device? Right, we'll do that, and then we'll bring up the folder for test VM. Just get rid of that folder there. we'll go into file system and we'll find the image file. Which I think is in lib. Where's libvirt? Here we are. Images. Ah, that is strange. I don't see no images. Perhaps it's hidden. Show hidden files. No, it's obviously not created yet. Oh, this is a pain in the arse. Oh gosh. Let's get rid of these. I apologise for this, people. This is a pain in the arse. Right, create a disk with default size. Device type, IDE disk, caching mode will go for default, storage format will go for RAW, right, we'll have a look at options for IDE disk again. We've seen boot options, haven't we? Yes, we have. Performance options, caching mode, we'll go for default. Default there. Right. See, what I'm thinking we can do is click begin installation, but then quit the installation, move the virtual hard disk image, and then remove the registration of the disk from the virtual machine and add it later as an existing disk. So let's see what models we've got here. I will just go for hypervisor default. There's no options to set here. Right. We'll stick with VNC, which is basically the standard. We'll set a password. And key map should be set to your local setting, which in my case is English Great Britain. So let's apply the changes. Default model, again, you can't change that by the look of it, so you can't change it. Can't change that at the moment either. Right, video. Let's try Zen. We'll see how that goes. Right, yeah, we've looked at console settings, haven't we? So at the minute we'll just begin installation Right, it's asking me for my password, of course. And then console should appear. With any luck, you'll see the Windows icon in a bit. The virtual machine is powered up. I don't see no display. Oh, that's just the manager there. Virtual machine. Let's have a look here. Console and details. Right, we don't seem to be having much success here, do we, people? Now the cursor's disappearing. I think what we'll do, we'll try restarting the virtual machine. See if that solves the problem. Let's just check something here a minute, everyone. It's accessing the disk. Just I can't see no screen for some reason. Just wait a bit and see if something appears. Let's have a look at information. Does it give stats? It's not giving stats here. Details. Oh no, that's that again. Let's try this. There's nothing appearing there. Needs to be a graphical console. Right, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna shut down the virtual machine. Right, why isn't it powering off? It should power off. I don't understand why it's not powering off. Gosh. We'll try force off. There we are. Why has it restarted? I don't understand. I've said force off, not restart. Right, I'm going to try a different viewer here. Should be able to go to virtual machine settings here. Right, display VNC. We'll try Spice and see how that goes. Address 127.0.0.1. You're switching graphics type to Spice. Would you like to add Spice agent channels? Let's see what that achieves. I didn't look at... oh, I did. Yeah. Actually, let's have a quick look at tablet settings. Right. You can change your sound thing here now for some reason. We'll try ICH6. Right, let's have a look. Spice VNC here. Now, Zen only has 4 megabytes of RAM. That could be causing the problem. So, I'm going to try VMVGA. No, that's still not a lot. And even that is still not a lot. What does the other two have? 64 megabyte is QXL. Cirrus has 9. We'll try QXL because that seems to have the most RAM. So for graphics, that might even be the cause of the problem. So we'll try Spice. And so that's your settings set there. Let's try powering up the machine. Hey, brilliant. Excuse me. We got somewhere. Here we are. Right. Actually, I've just thought we've got to move the hard disk, haven't we? So, haven't done that yet, have we? So, we're going to quit installation. And we're going to power off the virtual machine. Just, it started booting again. Just bear with me a minute, people. Quit that. We'll pause the virtual machine and well, we'll have to just quickly started booting again. Do you know what, bugger this, I'm just going to force it off. I don't care if it causes a slight amount of damage or not. So, right, so what we need to do is go to information here, remove the IDE disk. So, there we are. Now, we find the original location of the image file. There it is. Right, we'll move that. Right, that's there. We'll just empty this a minute. Right. Now we need to register our new file. So we select managed or other existing storage and we leave it on the default settings there. We'll browse local. There's the VM partition and we'll double click this file here, right, and that should register. There we are. Now hopefully there'll be options to resize it. which unfortunately there isn't. Oh, what am I doing here? Why am I changing that? Right. Let's have a look in here at the minute, the context menu options. There don't seem to be an option here. Is there an option in properties? No, there doesn't seem to be. I wonder if there's not an application that can be used to resize it. Acquire, oh that's picture images. Anything I think might aid in altering the size of a data image file. Do you know what, bugger it, I'm going to test my internet connection here and I'm going to see if there's a way you can here we are, there's the internet connection. Let's see if this has good performance. Sorry, it's because of my shit internet connection that it's doing this at the minute. I hope you're enjoying my music in the background. There we go. As you can see, that is absolutely brilliant performance. That is really, really good performance. Though you won't hear the sound of it at the moment because I haven't got my Camtasia set to record system audio, so and the virtual machine's on very quiet, so right, let's do a little Google search here. Resizing I think, yeah, virtual hard disk images in Oracle Linux. Server. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm recording a YouTube video. Okay, alright. Sorry about that interruption, everyone. Now let's see if I can find some resources here on how to resize the image. There's a thing here called Linode Manager. Allows you to create, edit and use disk images and configuration profiles with your Linode virtual private servers. That's not what this virtual machine is. Right. Will it go back? Oh, I don't seem to be having much luck here. It's all about VirtualBox, which obviously is not what we're using here. I wonder if that'll have any information of doing the reverse. I'm just going to do another Google search here. Virtual machine manager. Virtual disk see if there's an external plugin we can get. Oh, this is Microsoft. Let's refine the search a minute. How to resize your KVM virtual disk. Right, I think this is what we might need here.
I think it would be key to have you on board in the marketing side along with myself.
And who creates the product?
Leah, I know you don't like cooking, but I'm sure the chef will be lovely to you.
Okay.
Jordan, I'm going to put you in
Right.
We will have the lead on that, and obviously work together with Leah to make sure that we come up with a good dish.
Would you both have any problem if the two of you went to do the food?
I genuinely wouldn't even know where to start, as in cooking it.
Honestly, I own a cake shop. I can bake, but I sure as hell can't cook.
Yeah.
My worry is you know about ingredients and how to put it together.
I would not claim to be any kind of expert on savoury ingredients at all.
I think what we're probably best doing is utilising Louisa, who's got good experience in kind of branding and stuff as well, to come with me.
Louisa made it quite clear she didn't want to go to the kitchen. Despite the fact
This is for Windows.
And guess what? She's staying in here and she's in the branding team.
Are you comfortable with that?
Hang on.
They went at each other in the last task. It wasn't very pleasant. They're going to have to find a way to resolve their differences.
Let's make sure we're on a winning team, yeah?
Keep the peace.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright, excellent, let's go.
With the ready meal kitchens in Derby, cooks from both teams hit the road.
I can cook a pie.
The rest stay in London to whip up brands.
Thinking of looking at the kids, what are you thinking?
There's a couple of names I've come up with. Dracula's Dinners.
I'm thinking about creating a brand of foods from around the world. A name I had is Poppy Ping. The reason is that Poppy Ping is actually Welsh from microwave. You could have a character Poppy, you could dress him up differently, but if we do Spain, you could have him dressed as a bullfighter.
Young people, niche kind of product for students.
I've come up with a few names.
Go on, bounce one.
Just got really simply good
Ah.
stuff.
Right.
One strong idea we've got now is the fence.
I really like that. I really like that. I came up with Deadly Dinners. Horrible food.
I don't like healthy, horrible food.
10 a.m. Leather Lane Market.
It's not really raining though.
With 2 kids' meals in mind,
We need to get some feedback from some of us, see if you're winning or
Miles and Alex.
The first option we've got is we're going to create a brand where we're doing various kind of foods, like a bit of a geography lesson really. So we'll do like a little Spanish paella, be like paella flavoured mush. It's going to be actual proper food, so your kid is actually eating a prawn. We are focusing on the kids. We have two very different ideas. Mars is quite keen to try and create this whole Dracula dinners and horrible gruesome things, and I'm quite keen to go on the geography aspect. The reason is I think it can be purchased all throughout the year. No one's going to want to have Dracula bolognese at Christmas.
We've got a couple of ideas for themes. One of them is to come along the lines of something like Deadly Dinners, where you make something out to be as a bit of a gruesome meal.
Yeah, they love that. We do that at Halloween.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the other one we've got is trying to link in the concept of kind of geography and food. So saying about, maybe having the characters teaching kids about food from around different places around the world. Yeah? Which one of those two do you think is better?
Well, they'd like the monster thing.
Yeah?
For adults, personally, we prefer the geography thing.
What is the thought?
18 years old.
I love the geography thing. What you're doing is you're educating kids, and I think that mums and dads and the shop owners will actually buy into it. Property thing, lovely pictures.
I just struggle with that because we're definitely in kid.
Look, you have an idea now. I've got property there on the gondola. Italian, isn't it?
Okay.
Nothing.
Please, Alice, I'm just trying to get you to...
I wonder if there's any way you can do this
What have you got?
with the command line.
I've got is Deadly Dinners.
No, not for that copycat. Bloody hell, I'm going to go with the geography idea. I really am. And you need to work with me to structure that so that you're confident enough to deliver a great pitch.
Restaurant now, because fusion is about bringing two kind of cuisines together. Dish with a Thai twist or a Thai dish with a Caribbean twist.
Pushing on with fusion, next stop, a West Indian restaurant.
Welcome to my kitchen, yeah?
Oh, thank you. What I want to get out of our meeting is a Caribbean
Just have a look at my
chicken dish
permissions.
Perhaps we should do a dry
Read 'em
Jamaican
right.
chicken. A bit spicy.
A bit spicy.
A bit spicy.
Yeah, a bit spicy, yeah.
2 p.m. Derby, the development kitchen.
Set that to read and write.
With ready meal experts on hand.
All the spices here. So we've got your whole spices, ground spices.
Both teams can turn ideas into professional prototype products.
Get looking.
On Neil's team, charged with creating fusion flavours,
Hello?
entertainment entrepreneur Francesca.
Caribbean chicken, right? I'm gonna tell you all of the seasonings that you need to use. Right, listen, I do not cook. It is simple. It is simple. Right, so you're gonna get an onion, wet egg, peppers and carrots, paprika, coriander.
Let's try this.
2 tablespoons of dedicated coconut.
Louisa was very clear this morning. I don't have knowledge of savoury food. I don't cook. You come to a kitchen. She's
Yeah, that command line don't seem to work with this either.
2 teaspoons. Right.
Let's go back here a minute.
She's going to have to cook. She's going to have to taste. I hope she's up to the job.
It's exactly like you'd cook a stir fry, yeah?
Stop. I don't cook stir fries.
Using Oracle VM Manager.
And then you can add in a tiny bit of passata and make it into a
Right.
sauce. Does that make sense? Fine. I can't cook and I don't cook. And I've got like a 3-tiered recipe.
Oh, bloody browser.
Passata. And after eating Thai noodles with Caribbean
Excuse me a minute.
meals, and I wouldn't like that.
Oh, I'm connected to the net.
Probably stitched up by my team members. Can you burn chicken?
Just for some reason the browser's playing up at the minute.
3:30 p.m. A London design agency.
Problem loading page.
What we're working with is Caribbean chicken with Thai noodles.
Right.
Sounds different.
Don't you like ginger miso?
I think it's bordering on people. Basically, what you're trying to do is
Crying out
Caribbean
loud.
chicken coming together with your Thai noodles.
Expect it to be nice, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
In the middle of the pack, you could have the 2 flavours almost colliding
Yeah.
with a bit of a pal.
Yeah.
Try oh my pal.
Just gonna see if I can refresh here.
Powerful cuisines brought together for powerful minds.
It takes a strong person to work with me, and you know, if I am working with a weak person.
Oh, do you know what it is? It's the network playing up.
On one side you can have ingredients and whatever. Oh, it says there.
Read the description on the side, and it is very strong. And
Yeah, I've just done something that should solve it, so
That's one thing. It is out there, isn't it?
there we are. Let's try this here, managing virtual machines.
My problem, Alex, is it's not crystal clear. And like it just like it honestly.
From Miles, one last stab at his idea.
Pardon me. Oracle VM Manager.
In the next 5 minutes, which one have we got the most chance of doing a great job on?
The kitchen for Alex's team.
One name we're happy with?
Yeah, very. That looks nice.
All right, my love. Dinner
Let's have a look at this.
It's your typical Italian bolognese, but with prawns.
Last chance feedback for some final tweaks.
And this is just a kind of light Italian dressing.
The theme would be to get children to explore new countries.
The first one, international, it's very tasty actually.
What do you think of the bolognese sauce with the prawn? What do you think they're not something that's traditionally put together?
my children loved food.
Ah, here we are.
And in fact, when one of them was very young, she wanted a box of prawns for her birthday.
And let's see if we can find. I mean, I don't think this is the program it's on about. This one.
We have prawns provençal.
Virtual Machine Manager.
Okay, cool. Listen, we've ended up.
To resize a disk in the table of the Virtual Disks tab, select the virtual disk you wish to resize.
Into production, Deadly Dinners.
I think we need to say in the board.
Enter a new size in GB.
Next, a face for the brand.
I still don't know whether or not to put fresh fruit and veg around.
Right, let's see if I can find this Oracle VM Manager. Is it here anywhere?
Right in the centre.
Where do you find skulls? You find them on dangerous products like bleach, the drain cleaner.
Listen, it's got to appeal to kids.
Do I need to cook ginger?
Can't see it here.
In Derby, still wrangling with
Um,
the team's recipe.
How about chicken noodles cooked? If it was spaghetti, throw it at a wall.
First time cook Francesca.
Well, if it sticks, it's ready. There you go, it's fun.
Maybe there's a download link somewhere.
Okay, my name is Francesca. I'm from Evolve. We have decided to go with a bit of a fusion of Caribbean and Thai. What do you all think about like just around the idea of Thai and Caribbean together? Okay.
We've got two separate identities. I don't know. Obviously, you want this fusion.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure whether or not that fusion works with those two.
I wasn't sure about them together. I'm still not sure. The noodles are not sure. I hate the Thai fusion thing. I just didn't think it worked. Did you like it together? I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't have a second to even taste it.
If the food doesn't look good or doesn't taste good, then obviously it defeats the object of the task. We did tell Francesca to try the food for
Oracle
our
VM
otherwise she
User's
hadn't done that.
Guide.
She should have tried the food. We've got to make a call on it, and I think the call we need to make
Right.
is, Louise, if you're happy with it, is we keep it as it is. The USP is the fusion, and we'll go from there.
Brilliant.
Let's have a look in Index, see if that gives us a clue as to where you download it.
Designs must be finalised.
What I'm thinking is if you put the vegetables by here and the yummy by here, you can put backwood pasta by there.
Still tinkering. Project manager Alex.
I just think, mate, we'd keep it really simple.
I just thought,
I just don't want to go up the thing. I think let's not overcomplicate it.
I wonder if this operating system supports Yum.
No, mate, let's not reinvent the wheel.
I don't think it, or does it? Let's have a look. Yes, it does. Right. The thing is, what would be the name of the package that I need?
I don't want to be paying a dollar. Is it possible to
I'm happy, mate. Stick with that.
7 p.m.
Let's have a look at some of the arguments here.
Oh my pal.
This is young, this is funky, this is contemporary. It plays exactly to our target market. Happy?
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's try this.
She seems to have taken on board feedback from Lord Sugar in the boardroom. She's stopped game playing, she's pulling together with her team, she's actually coming up with some good ideas.
There's no in between with me and you, is there?
I think I'm finally beginning to see a serious businessman in her.
Ah.
9 a.m. Dispatched overnight from Derby. For both teams, sample ready meal.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Nice.
For Alex and his team, Bat's Blood Pasta.
I like it. That was really cool. I would have wanted this when I was a kid.
It's very dark, but it looks Halloween. I think the main concern I have is that it looks like a Halloween meal. You know, very seasonal in that regard.
Great.
Yeah. Here we go, the moment of truth.
For Neil, oh my pal.
Those noodles are quite chewy to eat.
It's a bit bland.
Thai and Caribbean fusion.
There's no actual real flavour.
Yeah.
There's no pow in all my pow.
Today, both ready meals must be served up to supermarket giants. Half the teams stay home to prepare presentations.
Deadly dinners, healthy, horrible soups.
Half set off to gather market feedback.
Let's have a look at the repo list.
I really think there's thousands of them.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands.
For deadly dinners, a panel of experts.
I've got here bat's blood and prawn pasta.
Here we go, kids. Make sure you blow it hot.
What's your favourite part of it?
You like the prawns?
You like all of it? You really like it, do you? That's excellent.
3 more dishes that everyone's going to have to share, so who wants it? And what about the grown-ups?
I, as a parent, tend not to buy anything with skulls. I'm not sure if that's going to be appealing to me.
I wouldn't be looking at that thinking I'm buying a healthy dinner from the fair point, fair point.
I want everyone to play a game with me. If you think you maybe want it, put 1 hand up, and if you really want it, put 2 hands up.
We've got legs up as well. We must really like it. Would you get your mum and dad to buy that?
Tasting session. The
Right, let's have a look at downloads.
They loved it. They voted with all 4 limbs. The parents, however, not so delighted with it. The parents, on the whole, said no.
Linux and Oracle VM.
For oh my pal, a hungry people with powerful minds.
It definitely grabs attention.
let the whole product down.
Louise is taking great joy in the fact of, oh, you know, you didn't taste it, it's got no seasoning, it's got no chilli.
Right, need to sign in or register.
Well, you can cook, you knew what ingredients had to go in it, and you were telling me how much of everything. But if you thought it should have more chilli in it, you should have told me to put more chilli in it.
And this one said, do you like the Chinese around how yes, they were good. So it wasn't spicy enough.
How you doing? You right?
Mixed feedback. Generally, on the whole, they didn't really like the packaging, like the flavour's too bland.
Ah. Right.
Presentations prepared. Feedback logged.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic!
Although 93% say it will stand out
Um.
the conversion to with the riot, but yeah, I think we should spin, yes, don't get that in.
Both teams must pitch their ready meals to 3 major retailers.
Really big shot there.
Oh, there's something I forgot. Excuse me.
With hundreds of meals on the shelves, it's a competitive market to crack.
So we've been Team Endeavour. Thank you very much for seeing us today.
For Alex's team, first pitch as them.
We're really passionate about what we've created, and we're here.
That should be correct now.
I mean, the industry itself, it really does seem to have gone through a bit of a revolution over the last few years.
There we are.
Excuse the noise in the background. He's just preparing, by the way, for you something nice to eat. So,
Obviously, you have to accept all these agreement terms.
Does it press the big button at the bottom?
So we're really working on the basis.
So,
Kids love everything gruesome these days. The strapline on there, healthy, horrible food.
right, media pack search. Select the product pack. Right.
Totally with the packaging, because you're talking about the fact that it's deadly and it's horrible. Because I think you would appeal to my 2 boys greatly.
Let's have a look at Oracle VM. Oh, no. Oracle Linux.
I'm really happy to present to you Oh My Pal. Caribbean chicken meets Thai noodles. The really bright colours of Oh My Pal will make it stand out.
x86 64-bit.
On the website and click and buy. Oh My Pal.
Let's do a search.
New fusion fashion with regards to food.
I think the packaging is really good and would work well online, but I don't think it's very Caribbean.
The constructive feedback we got was they would buy it if there was a little bit more spice or a little bit more flavour in the sauce.
Yeah.
Let's say if you was to put in a substantial order with us, that's something that we can do very, very easily. I thought Louisa did a good pitch. We made it very clear that, you know what, if we can put extra flavouring in to make it even better, we can do that as well. So I just wanted to hit that head on, and I think we did a good job.
Serving around 9 million shoppers a week. Next for Deadly Dinners, Morrison's.
We are so excited to be here today. What does that say to you? It says deadly. It says, you know, there's something.
These are media
Let's
packs.
ask a couple of questions. I'm a little bit concerned about your branding solely because it's Deadly Dinners, and I think that almost makes it sound negative to market. That might be quite tricky.
We can call it deadly, and everyone will recognise that it's playful, it's tongue-in-cheek.
Doesn't seem to mention Virtual Machine Manager anywhere.
It's all those things that kids might like, but clearly we're trying to position it as it is a healthy, nutritious product.
This product would be absolutely perfect, you know, for your.
I think what we're really hoping is that as a concept,
I'm going to sign that in a minute.
brand and where we're trying to go.
Interestingly, one thing I sensed now is that the team didn't have that much confidence in Leah because the others kept butting in.
Under the guise of these Deadly Dinners making.
Brussels sprouts become zombies' eyeballs.
At his second pitch, armed with Oh My Pal,
Our USP is bringing Caribbean chicken with Thai noodles.
project manager Neil.
Over 60% of the people we saw said they enjoyed the combination of bringing Caribbean
Let's see if I
chicken
can do
together with Thai noodles. 93% said that it was.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with this?
83% of the people that we questioned said that they loved the name, it was impactful.
Neil's pitch was incredibly boring, loads of facts, totally unengaging, and I don't think it was
Right,
very good.
let's see if I can do a search here.
The fusion thing, yeah, I've listed, I think the two cuisines, Caribbean and Thai, for me, they don't really deliver on flavour.
Moving forward, it would be seasoned more. We'd use some Scotch bonnet chilies, we'd use some pineapple, and if you were to place an order with us, that would definitely be delicious.
Here we are.
That's something that we can
Oracle
do
VM
quite
Manager
easily if we
download.
order en masse.
Really want to keep the energy high in the team and just make sure that we go in there and we absolutely smash it.
I'm excited to be doing my first pitch. I think it's way overdue. Lord Sugar's given me grief for it, so I'm really excited to be able to step up because I'm really quite good. So why aren't you pitching it?
But me, I am more of a manager.
Downloading and
I'm
installing
really
Oracle VM utilities.
Just do it for yourself, and as well as that, do it for the team.
Final pitch for Deadly Dinners.
Would this be what we need?
In this market, you're actually selling to two people. You're selling to what we call the purchasing manager, so the mum or the dad of the house. And then secondly, on the other hand, is the children themselves. And so we had to work out something that both catered to the parents and
Oracle VM utilities on Oracle Linux.
absolutely, for the right deal exclusivity would be fantastic.
Such a good pitch. Well done. Fantastic.
7 p.m. For the other team, last chance to convince that Oh My Pow can pack a punch.
This, for us, is a really affordable, value for money, ready meal that really targets the people that want to eat it.
I get the concept, and that's really lovely in terms of trying to get people to explore different flavours, and I completely understand that. I think you're not really bringing out taste in your branding, so it talks about powerful, and because it's such a bold packaging, I'm expecting explosion of power.
In terms of flavour, still at the same cost, we can actually add to the flavour of the Caribbean chicken and make it exactly what you need. That's something we're willing to do if you want to put the orders in.
Yet again, the retailers have come to the conclusion that the food makes no impact at all because it's tasteless. They've tried to sell the idea that they're going to develop the flavour, change the flavour, improve the flavour. Just really is down to now whether the retailers believe them.
Pitch is over.
Do you think people were disappointed that they liked the brand, but then when they tried it, it didn't follow?
Yeah, I think a lot of flavour.
I think this might be for Windows actually.
Anyway, I'll change it. Orders, if any, will be placed tonight. Tomorrow, the boardroom.
Oracle VM Manager. Right, let's try this. I'm sorry this is taking so long, everyone. Here we go, bloody signing again.
Good afternoon. So, this task was all about ready meals. I asked you to go off and design and brand some ready meals and then present them to 3 major supermarkets in this country. Alex, I made you the project manager because you haven't been project manager before. Tell me how you got on.
To be honest, we were quite torn from the beginning. Miles had an idea about doing this Deadly Dinners concept, kind of making food very playful and interacting with children and a little bit gruesome and tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, for God's sake.
Idea which was about, which I just call it Popty Ping.
Popty being the Welsh for an oven, is that?
That's correct. And
They're not letting me do it.
I've gone down well in Swansea, but I don't know the rest of the country.
okay, the idea I had then with that is that doing food from around the world and trying to engage children to broaden their taste buds at a young age.
I heard from Nick that you were adamant as a project manager that you wanted to go with your geographic thing.
That is correct. At one point I did.
Because how we get this then?
Took some thought back not to go with my own personal likes, but to maybe go with someone who has children, and that's why we went for that idea then instead.
Run me past the idea of the deadly dinners, and how did we get all these pictures of a skull on there? Because normally you see a picture of a skull and it's something you don't give to kids, or you keep it away from kids.
Kids, they love everything gruesome, and what we really wanted to try and do was create a product that was exciting children and getting them.
Let's have a look at the public yum.
What we've actually ended up calling this dish is bat's blood and prawn pasta.
Bat's blood and prawn pasta.
Yeah, so what
this is going to be part of a range of products.
Yeah.
Like lethal lasagna, maybe.
Yeah.
Homicidal hummus or something. Yeah. In general, then, folks, decisive project manager or not?
He listened, I think, was a strong point for me.
Listened or was browbeaten by you?
I do think I put quite a lot of energy into perhaps making him see it was the only real genuine idea we had.
Right, okay. On Team Evolve, Neil, I believe you are the project manager.
That's correct.
How did that come about?
It was just myself and Francesca that put ourselves forward.
Louisa didn't want to put herself forward this time. Felt a little bit sore from last week, would you?
To be honest, I wanted our team to unite. I didn't want any arguments. I just wanted us to work together well and win.
All right. And, well, he was the project manager. Okay?
I really like working with him.
Yeah, all right. So, what'd you do, Neil?
Well, I split the team into two. I sent Francesca to go and actually do the tasting and make sure that we had a good tasting product.
You are in the kitchen, right? And you two are doing what?
To actually come up with the creation of the brand and the name.
Oh my pow. Sounds like a dog food.
Before we left, we'd agreed that we wanted to go with fusion food in terms of the cuisine and actually try and create something that is really, really unique, and that's what we set out to do.
So you mixed it Thai and Caribbean?
That's correct,
Is that
yeah.
right? How did you think it tasted?
I didn't even taste it. I
You
literally,
didn't taste your own food?
I just made it as quickly as possible in a wok.
That is the most bizarre explanation I've ever heard in my life.
The problem Neil had is neither of the ladies cook.
No, I can cook basic food.
You actually made it quite difficult.
Yeah, that's what.
I think it became clear I had the most knowledge out of the three of us with regards to cooking eventually.
Okay. The next day, you take this Oh My Pow and this concoction here, and you go to a group of 32 people.
Let's try OVS storage
Tasteless, serving suggestions.
utils.
We realised that, so we hit that head on, actually with the retailers to
What I heard
We'll
is
save the file.
on the snowman's nose and that.
Yeah, it didn't have the power, so we put that into the pitch and we let them know that, you know what, we've had some great feedback about the brand and
Great
the product.
feedback about the brand.
Well, we had
I heard somewhere down the line that a figure of 93% of people liked it. You're pitching me a market research. You pluck a few little bits and pieces out of it.
You'll have to forgive me as well, because I am quite new to Linux.
In terms of the
So-
pitch, I really put passion into it. I really tried to kind of sell the brand.
Laborious, I think. Karen said it went on for 20 minutes.
Well, I did
A
actually.
bit like your food, bland and unexciting.
Yeah.
All right, well, look, let's find out what went on then. Karen, the online supermarket Ocado, how did your team get on?
Well, they like the concept, and they said if you put a bit of POW in your recipe, they'll give it a trial and they'll place 300 orders.
300. Okay. Nick?
Well, they did like the product. Placed 1,000 orders on a trial basis. 1,000 orders.
Karen, what happened at Morrison's?
Again, they liked the concept, but they said it was just too tasteless to consider placing an order.
No orders.
No orders.
Nick, your team in the same supermarket.
They were uncomfortable with the name and were not prepared to place any orders.
Also no While I'm with you, Asda, they felt the product was just plain wrong. No orders. No orders. Karen, and how did your team do?
Again, they really liked the concept. And they believed Neil when he said he would improve the recipe. And on that basis, they're going to trial 2,500 packs.
Evolve. That means you've got 2,800 orders. Endeavour, you only got 1,000 orders. So Evolve, you've won. You pulled it off. Well, your treat this week is that you're going to the Bedford Autodrome and you'll be spinning around in a Ferrari. Oh my God. Hope you enjoy yourself.
Right, looks like this works.
Thank you very much. I think it's fair to say that in our lives we've all had seafood come back to haunt us. I'll see you soon. Come back and we'll discuss a bit more. As you know, one of you will be fine.
Definitely me. I usually lead the way, Ross. You sure I can't have yours? No,
Yeah.
The only reason I've lost this task is because the actual product and the design is totally wrong. The concept, the whole Deadly Dinners concept that I followed you with on is totally wrong. I should have stuck with my instincts and done the idea that I thought was acceptable for the parents, but no, I listened to the parents and it's cost me. The fact is the brand was wrong and that's down to Miles and he's the one going home tonight.
The skull scared some people away. I think that there was too strong. Yeah, there was a lack of clarity about who the real buyer was. I do think that's my baby, that brand, and if it's come down to the fact that the brand's wrong, then you know I'm absolutely a key part of that.
Now, where do you find this utility?
Can you send the floor of me, please?
Yes, Lord Sugar. You can go through to the boardroom now.
Do you know, I wonder if disk utility can do the job. No.
No orders.
Don't look like
on
it.
A couple of the people that you pitched to. Any idea why?
The fact is the whole brand and the message that we gave across was totally incorrect and we could see no future for it.
No.
Well, let's analyse why we never got any orders here. I'll read off to you some of the things that one of the leading supermarkets had to say. Mum is our customer, and the packaging must appeal to Mum. They said this is something that won't sell to the parent.
And that's the irritation I have, is that I went with something that was aimed at the kids rather than sticking my gut instinct to go with something that the parents would like.
Why didn't you say that when we're designing the packaging? That's very interesting, Alex.
So you go to some school, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And there were some parents there.
Yeah.
And some of the parents said they dislike the combination of the healthy and horrible, suggests healthy is horrible, tend not to tout things around with skulls, implies poison. Where's the point of going to a research group if you take no bloody notice of it?
We did take notice of them. We took some really, really strong feedback from the kids who really engaged with the product. And the thing is, the packaging,
Of course they loved it because it's a bit of terror. If you made slugs and snails and puppy dog towels, Deadly Dinners, yeah, the kids would love it and parents wouldn't buy it. I think you were swept away with the enthusiasm of 50 or 60 children. Of course,
They loved it. They're all egging each other on. It's fun. They've never done this before.
One of the supermarkets, the one that you pitched to, Liam, the man that you pitched to said he couldn't get a question in edgeways because a load of other people were jumping in.
I think to some degree the pitch went round in circles at times and they started asking questions before Leah managed to finish her pitch. I'm not sure Leah fully had their attention.
You know, it wasn't a wonderful pitch and the festival man after that, but it was equally as strong as yours, mine, which was as dull as dishwasher.
Jordan delivered a blisteringly good pitch.
Jordan's was the best of the three, quite easily.
How were you able, Jordan, to persuade the online retailer to make 1,000 orders if the other two couldn't?
I was clear that I thought we could run a double campaign. On one side focusing on the children and brand recognition and going with actually something very similar to what we've got. And on the other side focusing on parents and the fact that it was something that we didn't need to feel guilty about.
Okay, right. So, what I want to get to the bottom of here is who is responsible for the ultimate branding of this product.
The ultimate branding and the responsibility for this product is down with Miles.
You say that?
I'll take that.
And do you believe it's the failure of the task?
I think it's an integral part of the failure of the task. It was the only idea. In all honesty, I was working independently. You don't have a clue about where the brand should be pitched. So, on my own, that's the best I came up with.
True fact is, and this is why we've lost this, is because I followed you based on the fact that I was thinking if you're a parent, you know what you're looking for, and I would be missing a trick. The actual brand
You were
itself,
sat with me when we were creating that product.
Hey, look, this is like a microwave meal. Things are getting a bit heated, but we're going round in circles, okay?
The simple fact is, the only reason we've lost this is because we totally run with the wrong brand. That's it.
Why didn't you stick to your original idea? Are you weak?
In a way, there were two aspects of it. I felt as though I probably wouldn't have had full cooperation from Miles if we didn't go with the idea. And if I had got a parent with me who says that that is what they would go with and that is what they buy for their kids and that is right, that's experience that I cannot learn or I cannot have.
Right, so Alex, you're going to bring two people back into this ballroom.
I'm only going to bring in Miles, just because I think that is where the task has failed. I'm honestly very pleased with Leah and Jordan's.
Yeah, I asked you to bring two people back into this
Well,
ballroom.
the only one I can bring in then on performance would have to be Leah.
Right, okay. Jordan, go back to the house. I'll see you on the next task, okay?
Thank you, Lord.
You three, step outside. I'm going to have another chat with Nick. One of you will be leading the process, okay? Alex is a young boy, he's enthusiastic.
He can't focus on the end result. He just gets carried away with the enthusiasm and he runs down in various different directions, making snap decisions, and it becomes a mess.
Leah, she's obviously a very, very clever girl. But in the past 9 weeks, has she come up with anything?
She may well be academically gifted, but in this boardroom, she has very little presence.
And then again, you've got Miles, where all of a sudden has piped up and defended himself on this marketing idea here. But he went off the rails as far as that's concerned. Yeah, send the three of them in, please.
Brooks, will see you now.
So Alex, Miles is back here because you're going to say that he is totally responsible for the failure of this task in your mind.
In my mind, you know, purely on the fact that there was the strong point
You're not.
on the brand.
You're not where you had the ultimate call on we're doing it or not?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, to some extent as well, yes, and that's why I said that I was only going to bring myself and Miles in.
I'm glad you brought Leah in. We've got a few questions to ask her, not just on this task here, but also about what you think you've contributed in the last 9 weeks.
Week in, week out, I perform in whatever role I am given. Last week I was a director, and this week I was made chef. I delivered on that. Potentially that doesn't put you, in the frame of glory, but I have delivered. I don't think you can say that I haven't performed. I have performed week in, week out.
I'm saying it because I'm talking about coming into business with me, a £250,000, 50-50 business. Can you do that?
Of course I can do it. I am the most reliable, consistent person in this process. I am the person that will deliver. I am the kind of person that would give a £250,000 and think she isn't going to go off and do something crazy with it. I am a sensible person. I deliver task after task after task in any role that I'm given. And I have performed in
we're here in the 9th week now. You know, there's 3 more weeks to go, and one of you, including those that are back at the house at the moment, is going to be my business partner. I'm going to invest £250,000 in, right? And up until about 2.5 minutes ago, I've heard you speak.
I know you're asking what I've done. What has Miles done? I've outperformed Miles on every task. Other than sell a few vegetables in the grocery task, I'm not sure what else we've done.
How the last 2 tasks gone in terms of your creative input? You're very good at actually picking on the back of other people's ideas and slating them without actually putting your head above the parapet.
Right. Miles, Mr. Monaco. You come across as somebody, you know, VIP clubs in Monaco and bumping into His Royal Highness the Prince Albert of Monaco. You won't bump into him in Loughton in my premises, I can promise you. Right? I mean, do you think you've performed in the last 9 weeks, Miles?
I do actually. I only know luxury brands and high net worth. You know, I've been selling beer at markets, I've been selling fruit and veg, I've been selling flat pack furniture. I mean, it's almost been Twilight Zone, not just out of my comfort zone.
Right. And you, Alex, you sit there passing the blame there. You're a young man, okay, who claims you started up some business somewhere, yeah?
I mean, I set my business up when I was 19 in a garage.
This is what your tombstone business is.
It's a house sign, an opening plaque, and a memorial business.
Right. And your proposal to come into business with me is what? Some kind of legal umbrella?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, put it this way, I sold my slate business, and I've invested some money in a CCTV company to start up with. In 3 months, that's done incredibly well, even though it's just started.
Well, this is beginning to try my patience now.
As far as law is concerned?
As far as law is concerned, no, not at all.
You know what I always say to young people is that you need to stick to
I totally agree. Now, to come up with ridiculous and ludicrous suggestions, it comes up with these ideas that don't tie in with investor expertise at all. I am a realistic prospect who's already working for me. It's not owned by you, my love, not owned by you. You can't just go off on a tangent and start a law company with absolutely no knowledge of exactly what's in it.
No, Leah, honestly, and then Richard Branson can't go off and do spaceships with no concept of actually thinking spaceships.
Please, with the greatest respect, I wouldn't even categorise myself in the league.
No, I understand, but what I'm trying to say is I'm really trying to go for my end goal, which is this.
Fine, but if you've gone from tombstones to video cameras, now you want to go off and do the law.
Yeah.
I think you're a bit of a grasshopper brain.
If that's not correct, Lord Sugar, because I think this is my company.
Listen, okay, I've got it.
Sorry.
I think it's very clear that Leah holds you responsible for the failure.
So I hold Miles responsible for the failure of this particular task. Miles has said that he reminded Brandon, this man has been in business for 23 years. I haven't just about been on the planet that long, and that's what come up with in terms of a brand for this.
Sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut.
He didn't do it wrong, and he was the person doing the graphics, doing the name, all
Yeah, I mean,
I'd advise him to be quiet.
Oh, Miles, please.
Alex, you should have stuck to your guns on this thing here. But I do admire your enthusiasm. And you're very, very young, right? And I have to say that for someone as young as you, you are someone to be admired, yeah? Leah, you've spoken up in this last few moments. I see a different person there. But,
I am a quieter individual, but I can't
I don't want to hear anymore from you. Yeah. I mean, here you're rattling off like an AK-47 machine gun now. You've spoken more in the last 10 minutes than you've done in the last 9 weeks. Miles, the fatal error is put your customer in. But Alex, you're a young, enthusiastic chap, and I want to send you off with a bit of advice. Try and stick to something, right, and you're going to succeed, okay? But at the moment, Alex, with these people great, you're fine.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
an outsider looking in on this may think you've got away with murder here. Okay? It's my 45 years in business that tells me that you deserve to remain in the process. Okay? Having said that, it's getting very tough, very competitive. This leniency won't be around anymore, and the same applies to you, yeah? Okay? The pair of you back to the house.
This would be my first time project managing 9 tasks, and unfortunately it didn't work out. I shouldn't have listened to other people. I don't know what I would have done, and we would have actually won this task. But I've still got my end goal, and that is what I'm going to work towards.
Who do you think, Jordan, is to blame for the task?
It seemed like Alex was in serious trouble, and Miles had a lot to answer for.
Leah doesn't come back and then be really sad.
Do you want to talk us through what happened?
I felt so bad. Alex is such.
He's the biggest character, he's the funniest bloke, but I think it's getting really serious now, and I think you're on your merit as a person, not just how you perform on a task here. This is
Right, IBM Manager software from here.
Yeah, he just said that basically, partly I haven't spoken like.
She bloody well did then.
In the fight for Lord Sugar's £250,000 investment, 6 candidates remain. Next time.
I want to see if you can grow a business from scratch in 48 hours.
I hope they let me do it.
Hats on,
I look like Rose Kills. Look at the state of her.
gloves off,
Nothing is selling. Are we going to win on this performance?
and in the boardroom,
A safer investment? What bleeding world do you live in?
a dressing down.
No discussion here. You're fired.
So Alex has plenty to digest. He's joining Dara over on BBC Two now for The Apprentice. You're fired, and Lord Sugar won't be interested in Trevor's new money-making scheme, faking his own death. Quick cuts on BBC 4.
Oh my god, the download is massive. Oops.
Seems to me your conscience has killed more people than I have.
He doesn't know it, but has good fortune, Rhino. The day that I have this man.
You're such a gentle man.
Let's try the upgrade only. We'll save this ISO file. I'm obviously going to have to pause the video, so I'll see you in a bit. Do you know, I've decided to just forget about resizing the disc for now, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try installing another instance of Oracle Linux. So so yeah, we'll just do that. So just change the disc here. Don't know even know whether to try Zen Client or not. Actually, no, I can't, can I? because you need AHCI support. So yeah, let's try this. I need to disconnect the disk from inside the OS first. There we are. Right, here we go. So, what I should be able to do is open this virtual machine, go to IDE CD-ROM. Actually, thinking about it, I don't need to do that, silly me, because it's using the virtual host, isn't it? So, yeah. So I should be able to start off the virtual machine. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience, everyone. I do apologise for this. I'm not obviously the most knowledgeable person, but I do know a certain amount about, well, stuff, so, you know, we'll just go for the new system setup. See if we can install this within 8 gig. As you can see here, I'm downloading the Oracle VM Manager, but it's just going to take too long, so, you know, I've decided to forget going that route and trying to install Windows now, so I'm just going to go with Oracle Linux Server, and we'll skip testing of media. I thought I'd put this out on YouTube as well, because I thought it'd be really cool to show you. So, yeah. So, here we go. Here's the wizard. Just do what we did before, basically. So, Use all space just like before. Review and modify partitioning layout. We're going to go for LV root just like we did before. That should be right. And I think this time round we'll just go for basic server. So we'll just go for default options here, and I can't even remember if it told us how much space it would take. You know, I think it would be cool to even put these on just to test how far you can go. So desktop and X Windows system, legacy X Windows system compatibility. We'll have KDE desktop as well. That'll do, I think. I think it should be a lot quicker this time because I don't think I've installed quite as much packages as I did in the VMware VM. Nowhere near as much, I don't think. So pause the vid. I wonder just how far you can pass down the VTX technology to further embedded virtual machines. I wonder just how far that I personally could go with that. So I might try it one day and then I'll show you the results on YouTube. So yeah, I might do that one day and just see how well it performs and how it looks. So yeah. Just to let you know, whilst this copy of Oracle Linux is installing, please rate and comment on my videos, and yeah, any nasty comments though, any nasty comments will be ignored. So don't, if you got anything nasty to say, just don't bother, okay? But you know, anybody who's got anything constructive, productive to say, you know, anything nice to say, then yeah, I will wholeheartedly welcome that. But like I say, any nasty comments will be ignored. So, you know, anyway, so just rate and comment, you know. You can embed my videos into your own websites if you wanted to, so or into your own programs. So yeah, you're quite welcome to do that. So okay. Well, here you go. It seems to be successful. So I'll just reboot the machine, see if we can actually get into it. Perhaps we need to go to console view, text console I mean. No. There we are. Of course, there's further setup here. Of course, we have to agree to that again. Right, we'll say no to that. Oh. Oops. We didn't need to look at these options, did we? No, we didn't. Let's try synchronize over network. Right, for some reason it's saying there's not enough memory here to enable KDump, so we'll just ignore that for now. The time on the workstation machine is correct, so and as you can see in the embedded virtual machine it's not actually correct. It might synchronize when I log in, so let's try it. Virtual machine within a virtual machine. I think that's rather cool. So as you can see, even the date is different as well, so it's an hour forward, so just noticed the top icons are different. Mozilla doesn't seem to be installed. Let's try it. No, it's not doing anything, so it seems not installed. Let's see if we can sort this here. I've got to search for the GMT Norton or something, I think. United Kingdom. Here we are. We'll just try that. Let's see if that auto corrects the time. No. Right. We'll need to do it manually. And that should be PM. Well, it is Silly me, of course it bloody well is. It's in 24-hour format. Silly me. I apologise for that. Right. Let's see if it'll play a DVD. Right, the disc doesn't seem to be inserted in the virtual machine. Ah. thought that might not work. I'm wondering if you can disconnect that and then I have connect options. Ah, here we are. Device unknown. I mean media unknown. Doesn't seem to want to do it. Let's see if we can find a file in the DVD. No, doesn't support VOB files. Is there anything here that does? Dragon Player. We've never listed them before. I don't think that's working. Jock is to do with music, I think. Well, anyway, let's forget this. Let's see if it plays on the VMware Workstation machine. Just for a bit of fun. Additional plugin for operation. Do you want to search for this now? Why not? Failed to search for plugin. Right. Well, never mind. We'll leave it at that for now. We'll call this a day. So, okay. Oh, hang on. What's Brazero? I think it's a DVD burning software. Oh yes, I thought so. Yeah. Right, well, thanks for watching. Okay, bye. See ya.